Hello, this is Dawn Burkes with GuyLive.com and the Dallas Morning News. I'm with the mouth from the South, the head housewife in charge, LeeAnn Locken of the Real Housewives of Dallas, and it is about to go down.
Oh man, at least I wore boots. If we're going to take it down, at least I got my boots on.
I would have worn my thigh high if I realized we were going there. But okay, there are a lot of elephants in the room.
Yes.
There are a lot. There are so
Yes.
many questions. Now, the first that I absolutely have to ask, word in these internet streets is that there will absolutely be a season 2.
That's what I hear and see all over the internet. I have seen people saying that there's filming and all that kind of stuff. I obviously am waiting for Bravo to make an official announcement because as the network that owns the franchise, it's really their position to take.
I'm waiting on them too. So
Yes,
we're in
I
the
think we
same
all
boat.
are.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, Bravo.
Right. With the tenor of the presidential debates last night, it brought
Yeah.
to mind again, as I was preparing for this, that part of your authentic story was about assault and sexual assault against women. And we're not going to dwell here, but what do you think about the propagation of rape culture that some of these comments have led people to talk about?
You know, I think that I think I was recently at a Trailblazers luncheon, which is to end domestic violence, and Ronan Farrow spoke. And, you know, he so eloquently spoke about his sister's situation where his sister was molested and how it felt as a family to have that story just swept under the rug because, you know, their father was so big and so well liked. And his encouragement is the same encouragement that I would say to all of society. The more we share our story, the more we tell our story, the more it allows the victims to have confidence and courage to speak out and to end the violence.
Right. And by victims speaking out too, I think that will help erase some of that culture that we're talking about of boys will be boys.
Yes, no, boys, you know what? Men should be men.
Preach, sister.
Men should be men. And you know what? It is boys who do the damage. And you know what? They need to grow up. And the more we talk about it, the more we as women stand together and say no, the sooner that we can approach our girlfriends and say, last night this happened, and the girlfriend says, I got you, we're going to get you help. The sooner we end, we have to stop the cycle. The cycle has got to end. We know that. It's with all tragedies that happen in our country. The cycle has to stop. And it's only up to us to end it. It's our community. If you care, get involved. And that's why I'm involved.
So there's a question I ask of all my prey.
Okay, yay.
What's your favorite thing to do at the state fair?
Oh gosh, that's tough. Okay, so I recently was out at the state fair. Mark Cuban was out. He's an old friend, and I had gone out to.
He has those edible cups.
Yes, Lollyware. Oh my God, they're so good. So I saw him. He invited me. They invited me to come for their launch.
We did a taste test, and nobody could bite it.
Really? Oh, I bet. Well, he must. He started his. His was all chewed around, and I was like, "What's it taste like?" And he's like, "Handed." I'm like, "I guess I'm gonna bite it." So I bit it, and I was like, "Oh, it's like a Twizzler." And he was like, "That's what it's like. We've been trying to figure it out all day." I go, "You need a carny to answer that question. You're on a carnival. You need a carny to answer what that is." It tastes like a Twizzler. It was really good. Yeah. And I can only imagine what champagne tastes like out of it. So, you know, I mean,
I can see you now calling Mark up and saying, "Hey, I really need maybe a dozen of those."
I'm just saying a case. No, better be more than a dozen in a case.
So
yeah,
there's I'm really glad you took the time to talk with us today. Is there anything else that you're doing? Anything else coming up that we need to know about?
You know,
because I want to know everything.
I am. I'm in the process of about to start writing my book, my autobiography, and I'm very excited about that.
I remember the negotiations for that were started on the show.
Yeah, and so we're still in negotiations. There's 2 publishers I'm looking at, and then I'm continuing my speaking. I'm very excited that in November I will be speaking at Essential Energy. And then on October 29th, I'm speaking at a women's leadership conference. And, you know, my mission is still to share my story and empower others so that the moment in time that I spent self-destructing from what happened to me, others don't take as long doing, you know, so that it empowers people to get beyond the destruction. Because, you know, it's a sad place to be, and I believe that no one deserves to be there.
Well, here's hoping that Bravo will soon allay both of our fears and make an announcement. And you're welcome to come in here anytime.
Girl, you invite me over any day. I'm going to have to call your hairdresser, though, because I like that hair color.
She'll do you up.
Okay, good. I might need some help.
Thank you again. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Dawn and LeeAnn out.